The Walkaway campaign is a movement involving self-described liberals, people that have affiliated with the Democratic Party, have voted Democratic, and it involves them walking away from the Democratic Party. But it also involves them walking into the arms of the Republican Party. So they claim that they realize that everything that they stand for isn't really a part of the Democratic Party. Like all of the principles, the ethics, the morals, everything that they really want to see in this country, it just, like the Democratic Party just isn't where it is at.
It strikes me as very disingenuous, and anybody who is kind of, I guess, genuine about their leftism or genuine about being a true liberal, right? Mm-hmm. And representing those principles and feeling that the Democratic Party is not fulfilling those, they would not just go to the complete opposite. Mm-hmm. They wouldn't go to a party that represents none of those things. To me, it just strikes me as very disingenuous. It's like you want to move out of Freddy Krueger's house because he's so evil, but you go live with Chucky.
Right.
It actually doesn't make ideological sense. And I not only think it's disingenuous, I think it's intentionally disingenuous. I think that, I'm not saying that people are getting paid, but I don't even think a lot of these people who are talking about walk away were even Democrats to begin with, or even liberals to begin with. It seems like some sort of like faux or pseudo liberals, or people who are claiming to be liberals, or people who are claiming to be Democrats, trying to, like, I don't know, fool people into believing that they were. Yeah. And so it's like, see, I saw the light, so I'm moving right. Like,
did you make that up?
Man, I didn't know I was gonna say that, dog. That sounds mad corny, but
no, but that's what it is, right?
That's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what it seems like. I just don't trust anybody like that. I have no problem with people stating that, hey, Democratic Party is not for me anymore. I don't feel that they represent like a particular platform that I trust in, I believe in. I don't feel as if they are truly seeking to I guess represent the people as they say they do. Fine. If you're going to walk away from that, I have no problem with that. When you walk away from that, you're walking away from an attitude. You're not really walking away from a party. You're walking away from a party that has that particular viewpoint and attitude. So if you're walking away from that perspective and that attitude and that viewpoint, you don't walk into another party that has that same perspective, attitude, and viewpoint.
I like to refer to anybody that is actually involved with this walkaway campaign as ideologically fluid frauds, IFFs. They came up with a new acronym for them. They're straight up, because they're absolute frauds, just like my man was saying here. They are frauds. They are phony. They like to say that they left the left. You know, they talk about, like I said, they talk about them exit, they left the left, and everything that they really believe in, their ideology, cannot be found on the left anymore. Like, they came to this great awakening and they got to move to the Republican Party. So one thing is that they're conflating their ideology with their disgust and their contempt of the Democratic Party. Now, we say all along that we can understand the contempt for the Democratic Party. We have that same contempt, right? Because we saw what happened in 2016. If you want to go further back, you see what the Democratic Party is all about. Even you see that in current days. You see exactly what they're about. So yeah, I don't believe in the heart of the Democratic Party. I don't believe in most of the politicians that are within the Democratic Party. But that doesn't mean I'm going to leave my ideology. You can't leave your ideology, because that's who you are. And these people that are within this walkaway campaign, I don't believe they are saying that they're leaving their ideology. But how could you leave the left without leaving your ideology? The left is your ideology. Like, let's say you believe in a woman's right to choose. Let's say you believe in a higher minimum wage. Let's say you believe in, I got some things listed right here. Healthcare as a right, marriage equality, criminal justice reform, anti-bigotry, racism, xenophobia. Let's say you believe in making the wealthy and corporations pay their fair share in taxes. You believe in advocating for the poor and the middle class. You believe in free tuition at public institutions, public colleges and universities.
The biggest one, reducing our military presence across the globe.
No doubt. So you believe in all these things because, like we said, you say you didn't change your ideology. It's just not found on the Democratic side. Are you telling me all of those things that you always believed in that haven't changed, you're finding them in the Republican Party?
No, you know that's not the case. And again, the logic doesn't even make sense. Because if the Democrats aren't left enough for you, which is true, because they're not left enough for us and most of the people watching this show.
Right.
Fine. The Democrats aren't left enough. So you leave the Democrats and you can still be left. You don't leave a Democratic Party that's not left enough to go to the right that's not left at all.
Exactly. Again, that's conflating ideology with your disgust of a political party. We have not done that. If you did do that, see, look, people can grow. People can adjust their thinking. That happens all the time. So if that's what did happen with you, all these people within the Walkaway campaign, then say it. Say that you're a racist now. Say that you're a bigot now. Say that you're a xenophobic now. Say that you don't believe in a raise of the minimum wage. Say that you don't believe in a woman's right to choose. Say that you don't believe in criminal justice reform.
Say you hate immigrants.
Yeah, exactly. So if that's the case, then fine, you do belong over there. But that's not exactly what you're saying. All you're saying is that we're leaving the left because we woke up and we understand that the Democratic Party doesn't represent us. Well, damn it, we understand that the Democratic Party doesn't represent us, but we don't get our ideology from the Democratic Party. It's internal.
Yeah, and we also don't figure that Republicans represent our ideology either. Please. It's almost like let's just say even if this kind of switch they felt was genuine, it's still a consequence to me. Looks like a consequence of people existing in the false dichotomy, this political false dichotomy that most Americans follow, as far as like Democrat and Republican. So the Democrats, I'm fed up with the Democrats. Therefore, Republicans. I'm fed up with the Republicans.
You can't make that transition.
Therefore, Democrat, like that, it just doesn't make sense. Like, even if it was some sort of genuine transition, even if they felt in their heart of hearts that, like, the Republican Party was going to fulfill their needs as far as platform, as far as their needs as a voter go, like, even if it was genuine, to me, it would still be an illustration of them still being caught up in this political binary. You know what I'm saying? Because like you just don't. There's only two choices. There's only two choices here. There's only two choices.
But see, again, that's all about political party. How does your ideology match up with the right wing? Tell me how that. Like, how did you like shift all of these things that you say didn't change? You're not a racist. You believe in all of this, justice, equality. How did you shift all of that over to Team Red? And you made it fit somehow. It just...
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Not even in the slightest. And so the dude that started this, this guy named Brandon Straka. And I believe like his brand or, just the name of his platform or whatever is the Unsilent Minority. So this guy is talking to figureheads like Alex Jones. He's been on Fox News. He's talking to Jeanine Pirro. He's had an interview with Diamond and Silk. All of these conservative figures, right? So you're telling me now we recognize that these figures don't line up with the ideology that we have. Why is it now that you say, you know what, I have so much disgust for the Democratic Party. You know what? Now these people really, they get me. How does that happen?
If you look on the Republican side, I guess at the biggest issue at the heart of American politics, North American politics, is money in politics.
Right.
Republican. Yo, dog, you parked up. You parked up, dog.
Before you tell me, Mike, is that an issue with the Republican Party? Because obviously that'd be something that they wouldn't like on the Democratic side. Is it relevant on the right side?
It's just as relevant.
Oh.
It's just that it wasn't kind of made a national topic based on who was running in each primary. Right. The only reason it was made an issue in the Democratic primary is because of Bernie Sanders. That kind of that polarity was not created within the Republican primary because that wasn't an issue. The reason why it was an issue because everybody was taking money.
Exactly.
Everybody. And they all were like, they didn't bring it up because then that would kind of point the finger at themselves.
2016 Democratic primaries, they still feel like hurt. They still feel damaged from like the shenanigans that were going on during that whole period of time. And again, it's totally fine to feel like the Democratic Party doesn't represent you and feel like, man, I got much hate, I got much disgust, I got much contempt for them. But there is no logic, there is no critical thinking involved when you say that you're going to take this ideology that is me and you're going to put it on the Republican side. And that doesn't make any sense.
And act as if there's going to be some sort of fulfillment, some sort of political fulfillment there, and it's not.
This campaign is a sham. Okay, it's false, it's phony. They're ideologically fluid frauds. IFFs.